welcome back to my channel viewers. Grammar Literacy. My name is Kandil Khan and we are discussing about the grammar. In the previous lecture we have discussed about the parts of speech. We have discussed the definitions of parts of speech, that there are 8 main parts of speech, and the definitions, their brief definitions and their types. And today we are going to discuss about one by one, and in this lecture we will discuss about the noun and its types. Noun is a name of person, place, or a thing. Noun is a word that is used as a name of person, any person, that anyone in the world is having a name. Everyone is having a name, and that specific name is known as noun. In grammar, place, everything, every place is having a name again, and the thing means anything that comes in your mind that is having a name. So the noun is a word that is used as a name of person or a place or a thing. We are going to discuss about the types. How many types of nouns are there? What are the basic types of nouns? What are the subtypes of nouns? And how or why they exist, and what are their uses? First of all, there are main 6 types of nouns, and there are further as well. First of all, look at the names. That number 1 is the proper noun, number 2 is the common noun, third one is the collective noun, fourth one is the abstract noun, fifth one is the countable noun, sixth one is the uncountable noun, and here is one more example, that is one more type, and that is the material noun. We are going to discuss the material noun further, but after some time. But 6 main types will be discussed here. I'm going to revise the name once again, and you are going to write. If you want to write on the notebooks, you can. The first one is the proper noun, the common noun, the collective noun, abstract noun, countable noun, and uncountable noun. These are the basic one. Proper noun is Ali, Ahmed, Sarah. Common noun is a king, teacher. Collective noun is army. Abstract noun deals with the state, action, or senses, moment, that could be anything. Countable nouns that can be countable, that 4 glasses, 2 pans. And uncountable noun, that is sugar, rice, that we are not going to count them. Stars, that we are not going to count them because it is impossible, or it is very difficult, or it is beyond the thought. So these are the types of noun. Now we are going to deal with the definition of them and the types of these nouns along with its example. Alright viewers, now we are going to discuss the nouns and their types in detail. The first one is the common noun. Common noun, and the definition is the name given in common to every person or a thing of same class or same kind. Alright, now there are 2-3 things that we have to understand. First of all, that there is a class, or there is a kind. There is a kind of a person, there is a class of a person, and that are same. Their characteristics are same, or their properties are same. For example, king. Alright, there is a word king. You can say that president nowadays, that can be replaced instead of king. Alright, the president, or you can also give the example that president or prime minister or president. Alright, Prime Minister of Pakistan, that is Imran Khan. So we can say that Prime Minister Imran Khan. We can also say that Prime Minister Modi. We can also say that Prime Minister Joe Biden of America, or any other Prime Minister of Turkey, Tayyip Erdogan, and that can be the Prime Minister. Every Prime Minister is having some proper noun, but in general, that Prime Minister is, the word Prime Minister used here is the common noun, because it is commonly given to every person or every leader who rules any country, or who is the king of any country. Same is the case. The other example is teacher. The teacher Kandil, teacher Hira, teacher Sarah, teacher Ahmed. The teacher is a person who is going to teach someone or some class, or you can say that who is going to teach any of the person, any of the students that are sitting in front of the teacher, who usually went to the class and having some instructions in the class, and who is the instructor of any class. That is called the teacher. That every teacher is having some specific name that is called the proper noun, but in general the person who teaches something, who preaches something, who tells something to the other, who instructs something, or who is going to make the other person learn, that is called teacher. And the teacher word is commonly given to everybody who is working in a school and who is teaching. The next word is school. Here I give the examples of related to the studies, so that things will be clear to you, and or the examples that are very commonly used, are very used in the daily life, so that the things will be more and more clear. First of all, the school. There are many schools in all over the world. Every country is having the schools. The schools are in English, the institute, the building where the people usually learn, the institute, the departments, the universities, whatever it is. But in the end of that, the schools are there. Basically, the word school is used. There are many kind of schools in the Pakistan, that if ever I have to give the example, there is a chain of roots, there is a chain of city school, there is a chain of APS, there is a chain of A chains, there is a chain of, lot of schools are there. Every school is having some specific name that is given specifically, and that is the proper noun. But that's institute where the students used to go and having a uniform, usually go at the morning time, and usually learn and having their bags, and there is a cut-off time around about 2 o'clock, or more or less 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. That institute or that building is known as a school, and that is properly that is not properly given, that is commonly given to every institute. So this is the third example. I think you are now clear about the common noun. Next, we will discuss about the proper noun. Proper noun is a name that is given particularly to the person or the place, and maybe to the thing, but things mostly are having the same names. That could be the 3 things, 4 things, 5 things. That could be the same name. So here we are specifically discuss about the person or a place. So that is particularly given to them, particularly given to any country. That is Turkey. I have given the example of Turkey, Pakistan, China, England, Indonesia, Malaysia, Saudi Arabia, America, Sweden, any kind of any kind of place. That's the country name. But if ever I have to give the specific place, that is, the city names are Multan, Lahore, Gujranwala, Peshawar, Rawalpindi, Karachi. These are the places names. The next thing is the person's name. That is Sam, Kandil, Ahmed, Ali, whatever. The next thing is the proper noun is properly given to them, and it's particularly related to that person specifically, or particularly, so that this is called the proper noun. Here we are going to discuss certain things about the common and the proper noun. The common noun is commonly given to the girl or boy or any person, that is called the common noun, and the proper noun is particularly given to that person. Proper noun, one's own. It is the possession of someone's. Wherever I have the name, my name is Kandil Hamad Khan, and it's my possession, that I will be known by this name, and everybody will know by his own name till the death. And after the death, even, that is my name. That will be my possession, and I will own that. And that is about the proper noun. Proper nouns are always written in the capital letters. One more thing that I have to discuss here, that in the beginning, our first letter should be the capital. The proper nouns are given by that. I have written the proper nouns here. I have made them that Turkey, the Sam should be written T, and S should be the capital. Proper nouns are sometimes used as a common noun. sometimes the proper nouns can be used as a common noun class. Viewers, now you have to understand that how the proper nouns can be used as a common noun. I will give you the example. Do you know that who's Luqman? He's the person who is very wise and whose wisdom is very familiar in all over the world. And Luqman is known as one of the wisest person of the world of his age. If ever I have to give a compliment to anybody that he is the Luqman of his own age, that will be used as common. Alright? So I will compliment the other person and I will use that Luqman word that is commonly given to that person, but it is the proper noun as somebody who was wise at some time, or who are having the characteristic at one time that he was very wise and he was known as by that characteristics, and I am going to give that character to the other person. Here, that is how the proper nouns are sometimes used as the common noun. Now I'm going to give another example that Ahmed is, I usually used to take the name of Ahmed. Why it is? Because it is very commonly given to the Muslim people, so that I will definitely use that. I can use John, I can use anything. So here I'm going to change the name, that is John. John is often called the Shakespeare. Why is called the Shakespeare? Why is called the Shakespeare? Because Shakespeare is a greatest dramatist and he has written many plays, and he was known as the father of English drama as well. So who is very good in writing the drama that that can be related to that person, Shakespeare. And here you can say that the proper noun is used as a common noun. These things are for the sake of knowledge, or you can also recall them so that the things will be more and more clear. Next one is the collective noun. A collective noun is a name of a number or collection of a thing or person, taken or spoken of as one whole. That when we are having a bunch of things or many people, and we are going to make them or we are going to consider them in one class, or we are going to make them in one class according to their characteristics, that is called the collective noun. For example, I'm going to give you the example that army. Basically, army is an institute, but whoever wore the uniform of camouflage, or that specific uniform, every person come in that army. That could be the 5 lakh, that could be the 6 lakh, that could be the many, but that is the number of people, and they are taken together, are spoken as one whole. Here is another word, that is crowd. That could be crowd of people. Many people are standing right over there. Maybe they are striking about something, but we will definitely say that not there are 20 people standing and striking against the government. We'll say that a crowd of people standing there and striking against the government, or something like that. A crowd of people gathered there. We will definitely use that word crowd, and crowd is a word that is given one a whole to that number of people, to that number of things. Here we are going to discuss about the things that are person, and the things that can be a fleet. A collection of ships is called a fleet. Fleet means to say that when there are a lot of ships, and they are known as a fleet. And here, that how it is going to give as, it's going to give as a collective noun. Like there are many ships, but we are not going to say that there are many ships standing here. We will say that there is a fleet standing right over there. The next word is the police. The police is again used as a common noun, but it is also used as a collective noun, because the police is having certain people who wore the uniform, having like greenish uniform, they will serve as that specific way, and that are, you know, collectively given name to them, that is the police. The next one is the jury. Jury found the prisoner guilty. For example, I've given you this example, then you can understand that there are 2 3 judges sitting at one bench. You can also say that the bench of bar, high court, or the bar of high court, or something like that. These are the words that is collectively given to certain people, so they are known as the collective noun. Next one is the abstract noun. Alright viewers, this is quite tragic and quite tricky. You have to understand it very in very sharp mode, so that you will understand that abstract noun is one of the overlapping nouns, and usually it overlaps with the adjectives, with the verb, and with the common noun. Like 3 of the other categories can be fall with it, but it is having its own position. It's one of the very commonly used noun and very important noun. Abstract noun is the name of quality, action, or a state. Now what is the quality? You can also say that the quality can comes in the adjectives, because adjective is also the qualifying noun, because it is the word that qualifies the noun or adds something to the meaning of noun. So here the quality also comes, but the quality in the abstract noun. The next one is the action. I told you that in the previous lecture that action or doings are called the verb, so it overlaps with the action as well. And the state, that means the state of a person, or that state of anything is given commonly to anybody, and that commonly relates with the noun or with the name, and that is given as a whole class, or that is given to the same class or same kind. But here the state can be in the abstract noun. So we have to understand the thing, that how this is overlapping and how it is going to form. First of all, the quality can be the goodness, the kindness, the darkness. That we are not going to give a specific quality to a specific person here. We are going to talk about the journal, in journal, that goodness, kindness, darkness, our whiteness, our hardness, our brightness, our honesty, our wisdom, our bravery, these are the qualities that is in the abstract noun. Here we are not adding any noun specific to them. We are talking about in general about the quality. The next one is the action. Here those actions are going to discuss that relates to emotions and feelings. Now you have to understand this thing, that we are not talking about any sort of action that is called the verb. We are going to talk about the actions that deals with the emotions and the feeling of the person. Actions that laughter, how laughter creates. It deals with our emotions. Somebody is going to crack a joke, and that's why we are going to produce an action here, that is laughter. Ha ha ha. And that could be the action. Moment. Here we are not talking about the moment that is a moment of, movement of body. We are talking about the moment that somebody is going to, you know, uh, make a movement against a thing that is not, moral, or that is not normal, or that is not, that is quite awkward, and the people stood up against it, and they are creating a movement that like in the previous days, whatever the movement is, uh, Tehreek-e-Labbaik is having a movement there in the Islamabad. And why they have created that? Because they were saying it's their, the petrol that peace be upon him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was the last prophet, and he's the last prophet, and nobody can, Nauzubillah, deny it. So we are going to produce a movement here, so that it will be survived and saved with the lives, with our lives and deaths. So that this is called the moment. The third thing is the judgment we are talking about here. The judgment, that how the person is, how that person looks like, how he is behaving, what kind of behavior he is having, that is called the action. The next one is the state. State means, this is again childhood, youth, freedom. That could be the state. It also overlaps to the common noun. Childhood could be given as a common noun because there are many people, children who has the childhood or adulthood or adolescence kind of states in there, so that it is going to overlap with the common noun. But here the childhood, we are going to discuss about the certain characteristics that in the childhood babies are very pretty, and they're having the prettiest task that they used to perform, and these are called the childhood abilities. That he's going so fastly and he's having a very bubbling nature, cooing sound. So these are called the childhood. Youth is again going to discuss about in emotions and feelings, as strong feelings, strong emotions, certain specific characteristics of youth, because every country is having a youth, and that has a very specific role, a very important role in the formation of the country, in the development of the country, and the improvement of the country, empowerment of the country. So that the youth also deals here with certain emotions. And the freedom is again a great, slavery and freedom, these two words are very close to the heart. So these are the abstract nouns. The name of arts and sciences are also called the abstract noun. For example, biology at that time, and any other example. Or we will definitely discuss the abstract noun further once in the whole lecture, that how it overlaps with the adjective, verb and common noun, because it is very short time, we have to discuss whole types here. So we have to take out the whole lecture of 15 to 20 minutes, so that we are going to discuss it. Next we will discuss about the countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Alright, the next one is the countable noun. Countable noun is the name of a thing that can be counted in numbers, that is the 10 circles, 20 pins. That you can count them, that I have written the 5th, 6th, 7th, that you can count them, that we have already learned about the first 4, and this is the 5th one, this is the 6th one, this is the 7th one. Or you can count the words here, that how many words are written on the board. Or you can count the things, that could be, it is a one clock, it is a one duster, it is 2 3 markers. The first color is the green, the second one is the black, the third one is the red, then the first, second, third, like that, or 1 2 3, like that, or any numbers you can count them, or think that can be in the counting quality, that is called the countable nouns. And what is in uncountable nouns? Uncountable noun is a name of thing that cannot be counted, or that can't be counted. Now the sugar, the rice, the stars. Sugar, you cannot count them, that one piece of sugar, two pieces of sugar. Sugar is a very small thing, a very small piece. It is in the granular form. We are having the grains of it. We cannot count 1 grain, 2 grain, 3 grain. This cannot be possible because it is in bundle. So that you cannot count the sugar. The rice, the 1 rice, 2 rice, 3 rice, no, it cannot be happen. And we are not going to discuss that how the rice can be counted, 1 rice, 2 rice, 3 rice. These cannot be counted, or these are unable to count. So these are called the uncountable nouns. The next one is the material noun. There is not a very specific types. In many of the books you cannot see the material nouns, but in some of the books it is given. So the material noun is Basically, a noun that is made up of certain material, that is wooden, plastic, glass. That I have a marker and that is made up of plastic, and that board, you can see that, and that is made up of, the wood and the steel. And I have a glass that is made up of glass, or I have a chair that is made up of wood. These are called the material nouns because they are specifically made up of certain materials. So this is the video of the nouns, and these are the types of the nouns. Hopefully you have learned a lot about it, and whatever you want to ask, please do write it in the comment box, that these are the questions, or these are the queries, or you can also give me the suggestion that how I have to improve my videos so that you will learn a lot or more. And give me the thumbs up. Do remember to share my video with your friends and subscribe to my channel, Grammar Literacy. uh, I just want to tell you that this is a very long video of 25-26 minutes, so that we are not going to discuss the adjectives here. We will definitely going to make another video of adjectives, because adjectives itself is having different types. There are 7-6 types, so we will discuss them in the further video. Give me the thumbs up. Take care.